So this is 6 solid minutes of pretty random EU4 tips. They'll be listed from most to least obvious, so you can rate yourself on the scale of EU4 knowledge. I will also be giving out ratings for tips based on their usefulness, so let's jump right into it. Always try to stay above 50 power projection. Get extra points of each category. You can do so by declaring war, taking land, and humiliating your rivals, or simply sending insults and embargoes on them. If that's still not enough, sending privateers to the trade node is usually a good and cheap option to get to 50. Not really a tip, just essential knowledge, so an easy 10 out of 10. If you're playing as any Muslim nation and either stuck legalism or got a corruption event, you can take corruption for money, then reduce it via the religion interaction for easy money.
Hello, I like money.
It's really useful. You should always use it when you can. 10 out of 10. There's an event that gives you 200 admin and tip power for free. It's called Radical Reforms, and I'm sure most of you already know about it. You need an inflation guy, as well as a trade guy. You also need to have less than 100 mercantilism, for some reason.
Okay.
Anyways, the mean time to happen is 10 years, so it shouldn't take that long. It's a once in a game event, and it's helpful in any stage of the game, so easy 9 out of 10. It's a must know really. Since we're talking about events, let's continue with other really cool events. You should know there are 3 very powerful military events that can happen once per campaign. The first one is a truly great cap that gives you a massive 20% morale boost for 6 years, and will trigger if you have a land maintenance guy of level 3 or higher. The mean time to happen is around 25 years, so it's not as quick as the mana event. There's also a significant 10% discipline event from a discipline advisor with the exact same requirements. Last event that you should know about is a military reform event that gives you 200 mana as well as a 20% morale boost for 5 years. Unlike the last ones, you need a good ruler for this one, specifically 5 in both deep and meal stat. Its mean time to happen is around 10 years, and it can only happen after the 1500. Use these events when you need a major boost for your military, and be really careful not to waste them in multiplayer, as they could be game changing. Must know for multiplayer, and good to know for single player, so I'd give it a 9. It knows that you can get a guaranteed cheaper advisor from your estate. With the 1.5 domination update, Paradox introduced a new privilege that gives you a different advisor depending on the estate. What you might not know though, partially because it doesn't say so anywhere here, is that if your estate influence is over 60%, then you get 25% cheaper, and if it's over 80%, then you get a 55% discounted advisor. It's really good to stack with a 15% discount privilege, or up to 65% discounted advisor on day 1. I don't use it that much, but I think it's pretty useful to know. I'm not sure if this is common knowledge, but I decided to include it anyway. Hope, or anyone controlling the courier, cannot excommunicate you if you have 50 or more papal influence, so it's quite useful if you had bad relations with the Pope. If you're a rival, for example, and you would save a few hundred ducats from not paying the indulgence for your sins. Works well for Venice, Savoy, Provence, and whoever else Pope likes to excommunicate. Quite situational, but good to know. 7 out of 10. If you want to attack someone, but they're guaranteed by someone else, check if they have a vassal first. Declaring a war on the subject nation of a guaranteed nation will not call in the guarantor for some reason, saving you from a potentially tough battle. Very situational, but could be extremely useful, so it's an 8 out of 10. If you wanna learn more EU4 tips, then follow for more and watch the video over here.